Alright, hi everybody, this is Mike and Kelsey from Sweet Briar Farm, and this is an episode of Conversations with Cattle, a quick conversation in brewing. So as always, I always ask Kelsey a question and then we talk. So, what is today, Kelsey?
November 15th.
What's that mean?
Opening day of rifle season for white-tailed deer.
Yep, opening day of white-tailed deer season here in Michigan. Firearm season anyway. So we're actually pre-recording this. Just all be in the woods at this time of the evening with the kids. Do you know what else today is?
I don't know. What is it?
Well, today is the 1-year anniversary since I quit drinking. So we'll talk a little bit about that and why I decided to give up the sauce, as they say.
So why'd you quit drinking?
Do we want to shoot this video?
I'd love to know the answers.
Okay. All right. So three reasons why I gave up alcohol. One reason is that I found myself overindulging too often. So at the time I was 38 years old. So maybe time to grow up a little bit. Number two was at deer camp when overindulging. Me and my brother gotten into a very stupid argument that never would have happened if we weren't drinking. But the third reason is when me and Maylee, our daughter, came in from deer hunting that evening. And it makes me tear up whenever I say it. She basically just thanked me for taking her deer hunting, and that made me rethink a lot of things and what I was doing, and I was only hurting myself and not realizing that I could potentially be hurting others. And I was never a loud drunk or anything like that, or abusive or anything like that. Kelsey wouldn't be with me if I was, but it was something that I knew I needed to stop doing, and I found that little thank you from my daughter as inspiration to give it up. So a lot of vloggers will provide people with inspirational quotes and things like that, which I'm not good at doing. But I found inspiration in what she said to me, with just the kindness and sweetness of our little girl, and haven't had a drop since. So, oh, it looks like you have a tear in your eye.
No. We got enough videos of me crying. Oh, that's a really sweet story, and Mike has never actually told me that before.
Yeah, so I'm a very in my own head person, so Kelsey often asks me a question, and it might be the next day before I answer her. It takes me time to think sometimes, but
Well, I think even though I had to wait a year to find out the reason, I did not have to wait that long to see the impacts it's made in your life. You were always a good father and a good husband before, but you are definitely better at both now. Plus, now we can spend all of that liquor money on animals.
yeah, one problem for another. So just a little bit of history behind this. It's kind of a real world confessional. I probably started drinking when I was a junior in high school, and it was kind of a cultural thing, I think, at our high school, where it was popular to do. And so it was something that started about 20 years ago. Started drinking on the weekends with friends at parties and stuff like that, and never really considered myself to have a problem with alcohol or anything like that. It was kind of getting obvious that maybe I did have a problem drinking. So this dumb argument, like I mentioned, me and my brother, we reconciled our relationship the next day. We both realized how stupid we were, and I'm sure he probably thinks about it once in a while, just like I do, and how dumb it was, and unnecessary. And so, you know, we both hurt each other that night, and made up for the next day. But it's something that we still, I'm sure, like I said, I'm sure he thinks about it. I think about it. But definitely Maylee's sweet little thank you comment is what really inspired me to give it up. And yeah, a better person for it. Feel better, more energy, sleep better, all that good stuff. So anyway, 20 years in the past.
Your udder looks smaller.
Yeah.
So while we've got you guys here with us by the cows, we noticed it looks like Greta's in heat today, which is noteworthy because she's such a goof. So the long story made short with Greta is that twice now she has bagged up with milk and started lactating without ever having a calf. So the pattern seems to be that whenever her friend Temple has a calf, Greta also feels like it's time to make some milk, but we've never been able to get her pregnant. So we had our friend come out and check her. We were hoping that she'd conceive this summer with our new bull Teddy, and we'd have a Belfair calf from her next spring. But she should be 3 months or more pregnant by now, but she was in heat today. So we don't know what's up. I couldn't dry her off, so I've been milking her just once a week on the weekend to help stave off mastitis, which has been nice for me. But it does look like her milk is starting to go down a little bit, but she's still definitely got an udder on her. So I don't know what we're gonna do with this girl.
I would actually like to have Carl come back and check to see if that ovary is like larger than he remembers. He said it was like the size of a strawberry before, which was too large, and he thought that she had a luteal cyst. So I'm interested if that got larger, if it would signify that she has a tumor on that ovary, which isn't unheard of in cattle. So
she's such a good girl, though. Mike and I have already talked, and we both agree for our family it doesn't make sense for us to keep Greta if she can't have calves. But that doesn't necessarily mean she has to go to freezer camp. She's a good girl. She's halter trained, she's milk stand trained, and if she can produce milk without a bull, she might be a really good family milk cow for a family that doesn't want to keep a bull. I don't know, who wouldn't want a bull, Teddy?
well, anyway, this is pre-recorded. This is what, Friday the 11th.
Yeah.
So
good luck to all the deer hunters.
yeah, good luck to any Michigan deer hunters out there on opening day, and we'll see you in the next episode of Conversations with Kune's, or cattle, or
Whatever we think.
whatever animal we want to ramble on with next. Thanks for watching.